day one. Our hotel, August 1st. We are somewhere there, so it's time to go for a walk and find fish and chips, cup of tea. Ready? Okay, it's 10:30 a.m. our time, British 3:30. We're in a place called Slug and Ledges, and we ordered something to share, and this is just huge portion, a gigantic portion.
Are you having any luck there?
And this is, I can say, London Tower. And, Glasha, ask her maybe just one flatbread. Okay, guys, we're gonna start eating now. Came through, he's eating fish and chips.
Finally, his dream come true by eating fish and chips. Look at that. He enjoys it. He loves it. Yummy.
Tower Bridge. Inside Tower Bridge or Bridge Tower, after this lunch, making 260 steps to 69. Yeah, it's this is an expensive area to live. Condos, restaurants, fantastic view. Yeah, it's good to be in Europe.
Oh, there is coming. Yeah, I'm sure.
Can it be here? Anton and Gleisel love boat. And those are excellent apartments, so this sort of den to have an office there, and this is a balcony to have a wine. Happy hour lasts for a few hours. All pubs busy all around the place. Never seen that before. People know how to relax. That's good.
Palace became the actual London residence of Her Majesty, Queen Victoria. She was the first queen to live in Buckingham Palace in 1837. Before that, it was not occupied.
The richest
And this
area
is the
in
back of
town.
Buckingham Palace. You'll see on the left-hand side now. Now, later on, we're going to go around the front on foot because we are not allowed to drive around the front of Buckingham Palace. No commercial vehicles are allowed to drive in front of Buckingham Palace. That is the law. So a bit later on, this is open to the general public. The Royal News. All the horses in there, all the
Part of
carriages
Buckingham.
are in there as well. See them? People in the Royal News. And you're right, you'll see on the left-hand side. The later addition. Most of the rest of it comes back from the 12 and 1300s, Westminster Abbey, but there has been a church on the site for 1,000 years. So this is Westminster Abbey, where we have most royal weddings. William and Kate, of course. The Queen got married here. The Queen Mother got here. Victoria got married here. George VI got married on here. But Prince Charles and Princess Diana got married in St Paul's Cathedral, which we'll see later on. I'll tell you why, a bit later on. So Westminster Abbey, 3,500 people buried in there, just about. It's full now, full up. And a lot of funeral services as well, including the somber funeral service of Princess Diana in 1997. Westminster Abbey on the right hand side. Next to Westminster Abbey are the Houses of Parliament, or the Palace of Westminster. And towering above the Palace of Westminster is the famous clock tower you all know as
Big Ben.
the Queen Elizabeth Tower. Big Ben, ladies and gentlemen, is the bell within the clock tower. You can't see Big Ben, you can hear it though, on the hour, every hour. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go around Parliament Square once, are we, Michael? The Houses of Parliament of the Royal Palace of Westminster. It's the home of the British government. The taller tower to our far right is called the Victoria Tower. And in the building are the two chambers. The lower chamber is the House of Commons, and the higher chamber is the House of Lords. David. Downing Street was built by George Downing, who was not British, he was American. He came over here and he was a spy during the English Civil War. Yes, Downing Street, where our Prime Minister lives, was built by an American spy. Side, not the left-hand side. There on the right-hand side. You see the taxi coming out on the right? It's on the right side, isn't it? No, it's not on that street. Savoy Place. Now it's thought that the Savoy Theatre down there on the right-hand side is where Charles II used to go. King Charles II in 1616 came to the throne, and he was a big sponsor, big supporter of the theatres in London, and that was his favourite. So if you drove on the left-hand side, he would have to right. The oldest shop in London, 1706. In the centre of the road is a pedestal. On top of the pedestal is a dragon. The dragons mark the old gateways to the City of London. There is the dragon. So we're now coming out of the City of Westminster. We're now going into the old City of London, where the Romans first founded. Londinium was founded in 43 AD. That's the Roman rulers. The journalists of newspapers has moved out, but we still, if the only thing says Fleet Street 24, they automatically think of the press journalists.
So the people's journal.
Now in Fleet Street we have many very old pubs. The oldest pubs in London are situated around this area. I'll point out a few of them to you. Coming up on the right hand side in just a moment is the Tipperary pub, the first pub outside, where Prince Charles and Diana got married in 1981. Why did they marry here? Well, they wanted a bigger spectacle than you would have had at Westminster Abbey.
Prince Charles and Diana married here. Nelson buried here.
And also Prince Charles has donated a lot of money to
Churchill.
St. Paul's over the years, and he does love it. So that's why they were married in St. Paul's, not Westminster Abbey.
The monument of the Great Fire of London.
No, the big small.
This is one of the manacles that opens that weighs 100 pounds a ton.
Way down there.
And the middle, you can look down, you see a little gap through the middle here. Just
Battle Hastings, first date ever taught in our history lessons at school. Battle Hastings, 1066, William Parker comes to conquest Normandy. It was a fight over the cloud, basically, the Northern Rock. And they assimilated into the society of England, basically stole all the land from the Anglo-Saxons. And to impose their authority on the country, they had to build a string of castles up and down the country. And the biggest one, not the biggest one was actually Windsor Castle. This was known as the Court Block, because this was on the Thames. So you controlled the Thames, you controlled the City of London, you controlled the City of London, you controlled the southeast of England.
Bridge Station, Borough Market, and the Golden Hind. Please take a moment to read the
This guy participated in D-Day
safety instructions
and in Korea.
notices around the
Our
outside deck.
museum.
When leaving, please ensure you take all your belongings with you and have tickets and passes
So-
ready for inspection. Passengers will exit at the front of the boat. Passengers will exit at the front of the boat.
Shakespeare Theatre. Hamlet. Malevich. This black square.
So now we're going to go over Westminster Bridge. And from Westminster Bridge we'll see the London Eye, and also if you look to the right hand side you'll see Lambeth Bridge. On the corner of the bridge on this side is the great bronze statue of Queen Boudica, the leader of the Iceni tribe. In 60 AD she wiped out London, 60,000 people were killed. In fact there's 2 meters below ground there's a layer of charred earth, and they call the Dark Earl